And we're back. Today, it's going to be Kyzzer under the knife. Going to be reviewing his Payday 2 skills. I've set him with a challenge of doing Shadow Raid, as you can see. For some context, I have been playing this game for about 1.7 thousand hours, so I'm quite experienced with it. I've got all the difficulty masks, all that good stuff. Kyzzer is... I think he's played this once before, when I dragged him into like a loud version, but he's never played stealth before, as far as I'm aware. So, it'll be interesting what he brings for the heist, and then what he tries to steal, whether he goes for more loot than he needs, or is he gonna get what he can and then get out. I can see already he's still got 4 skill points that he hasn't spent, so like, he could be missing a trick already there. Ooh, is he going to go into pre-planning? Ooh, go and click it! Click the map! Oh! Okay, he's got a silencer on his AMCAR, so that will probably be his primary. Decent concealment. His Shimano, okay, he also has a silencer on there. Good. He listened to when I said, bring a silencer. He's got body bags, I think that was. I'm pretty sure I saw. That's not important. Not important at all, Kyzzer. Good, he's gone into pre-planning. Okay. Now, will he... So the most important thing here is having a secondary drop-off point. But is he going to work out how to buy them? So, he's looking at the map right now. Dead drop. Thermite paste, also very, very useful on this map. Go on, click it! No, you don't want body bags!
Good thinking.
Come on. Yes! Oh, okay, he doesn't know the map, but that's actually just perfect. Nope, you only want one, mate. Any of those two are great. Not one of those. I guess that works too. You just don't really want the last one. That's good. Okay, yep, back. Now you want...
You won't regret.
Nope, don't want spy cams. You can't... He hasn't got the perks at the moment, I guess, to place the spy cameras, so he hasn't unlocked that. So, okay.
My associates
loot drop-off point. Ooh. Let's see, where's he put it? That is a really bad place to put it, in my opinion. That's, well, it's not bad, but at the same time it's kind of close to the van, so it's kind of pointless. That is the one you want. The zip line to River Tug. It's like the opposite side of the map from the van. It's really good. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, the dumpster drop-off, a little bit pointless, but
and find out.
Who knows, maybe it'll come in handy. Okay. It's a normal difficulty, which is fine. So the first things first, how will he get into the building? Because there's 5 different ways you can actually enter this compound. One, going through the straight gate, which no one does, but maybe he won't notice any other entrances. He's got the thermite as well, so he can go in through the sewer. And the first thing he does is mess with the settings. Okay. So yeah, so the sewer is probably the most common way. But
let's make that money.
Oh, is he going to go for the rooftop entry? This is good. Okay, so this entrance, he'll drop down from this roof into the compound. He can't go back this way, but it gives him immediate access to the outside containers, which contain bags of cash. Okay. More setting switching. Yes, so there's going to be bags of cash in the containers he's going to see when he drops in. And then he kind of swoops. You swoop around the back of the building and go in through like the rear entrance. There are guards outside with pages. So in Payday, when you're playing stealth, you can kill up to 4 guards, and as long as you answer their pages, which means you got to like walk over to their body and hold a button on them, If you do that, the alarm doesn't go off. If you don't hold down the pager, or if you go to a 5th guard, the pager operator gets suspicious and the alarm goes off. In this particular mission, if the alarm goes off, you have something like 20 seconds, I think, to escape. Otherwise, you straight up lose. Just instantly lose. There's no loud option for this. He's brought body bags, as we said, which we'll see if he actually uses them or not. So when you're using stealth, you either go in with body bags or you go in with ECMs. And they're like small temporary EMPs which knock out communications for a short amount of time. They can buy you extra time when you're trying to answer pages or just get away. But I don't think he knows what ECMs are, so I think body bags are a good choice here. He's trying to work out how to get in. He's got to jump to one of that red container on his right. Oh, don't try and shoot him now. He'll never be able to get to the pager. And that's a civilian, actually. So civilians will also see you and they will raise the alarm, but they won't shoot you, and you can... There's more things you can do with civilians. You can zip tie them and have them in a container where no one can see. Oh, is he going to make the jump? This is... Oh, God! Yeah, no, he missed the jump. Okay, so first of all, he's crouched, so obviously not moving as fast.
Weapons, ammo,
That's
the mercury elements can liberate. Check murky waters containers.
Oh, now he's going. Now he's just taking anyone down with him he can. Okay, let's fast forward to the next.
All about stealth.
This heist.
Okay, we're back in. He's gonna rebuy, I assume. You want? Yes. He didn't use the thermite paste last time. And obviously didn't get the bag drops, but they are key. So let's see this time if he can get at least a bag of loot. Is he going to go the same way?
There it is, right ahead. Do your thing, guys, but do it quietly. It goes loud, and I'll have to pull you out fast.
Okay, making faster progress this time.
Let's make that money.
He's determined to make that jump, it seems. Ooh. Also, I like how inquisitive he is. He's looking at the scenery, which is, like, in Payday. Granted, there's nothing particularly up here, but the very fact that he spotted this entrance in the first place, a lot of people don't even, like, what the fuck is that? Like, I've never looked up there in my life. What's he doing? It's great. I love it. I'm getting to see parts of the map I've never even thought to look at. Gotta love those two-dimensional painted fans there. Yeah, so how is he gonna make the jump? So I would jump on top of that big blue crate there. He's going for a slightly lower one. It's fine. He should still. Yep, just lost a little bit of armor. He's in. Okay.
Look around. Search the murky water containers. Just grab any valuables
If
you
you're
can.
when you're in here, the only crates you can open are the red crates. So you want to look for the red crates. Is he gonna hold F on it to open it? Also, I like how he has the telescopic baton. Not a common melee weapon used, but melee weapons are really not.
If anything has illegal loot, it will be them.
Really not as useful in this game as in other games, unless you're using a melee build. Okay, there's no loot in this one, Kyzzer. You just need to keep going. Okay, so he wants to go like away from the entrance. That's where like the next sets of crates are. But he is not choosing to do that. He's choosing to go back towards the gate. Okay, I mean, there's no guard there. I think on higher difficulty, there's always a guard there. Don't shoot the civilian, my dude. There's no need. Okay, there's a lot of guards, but they're far enough away that he could easily dash across, and no one would notice. Especially if you ran and didn't crouch. So, in this game, if you're running, people don't detect you any faster than if you're not running. There's like no sound mechanics for the enemy to listen to you. So quite often, the best part of the best move when stealthing is to just sprint across a gap. So that door leads to the factory. That sewer pipe leads to the place where you could be using the thermite. He's going to be kick. If he opens that sewer pipe, he's going to realise he could have just come straight here. Oh, camera spotted him briefly, but it's fine. As long as the line is blue, you don't want to do that, Kyzzer. You do not want to do that. That will bring them to you, not away from you. Okay. So he needs 3 bags of loot, as you can see in the top left-hand corner. The harder the difficulty, the more bags of loot you need to get out. I think on the hardest difficulty it's like something crazy, like 20 bags of loot. You need stand up, guys. There might be something on top of that box, but it doesn't look like there is. So he needs to just move on, get into the factory or warehouse, I suppose. Spotlights don't do anything in this game, just aesthetic. He's gonna get to the door. Okay. Right, now the room he's coming into is fairly safe. I say that because the only people that can come through this room, I believe, are civilians. So, civilians also hold keycards, which can be quite useful. So it's not unheard of to like just kind of sit in here, wait for a civilian, grab his keycard, tie him up, leave him in a room. Because generally people don't patrol through here. You can't close the door, mate. Okay. Yep. Check in for safety. That's good. Getting his positions ready. Okay, it looks. There's some guns right there. Some assault rifles. Bam, that's his first loot if he picks them up.
Great work.
Alright.
There's always a market for untraceable guns.
Now he has the question of how does he get them out? And that's a guard, and that's a guard! He's gotta shoot him! He's not dead, he's not dead! Oh, okay. There's another one. Oh no, he's fired his gun. Damn, that was unlucky. Yep.
Make sure you're with the driver when he bails.
There's a guy on the roof, called in the police. Okay, so you can see he's got, a minute when it's on normal difficulty to escape, but he's not got 3 bags, and I don't think he's going to get it out, so let's skip ahead to the next try.
This is all about stealth.
Okay, is he... Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought he was going to forget to rebuy. Oh my god, he did forget to rebuy. He forgot to rebuy. That's really bad. Oh, has he realised? No. What's he? I think he's looking for the mark command, which is F.
It goes loud, and I'll have to pull you out fast.
Because granted, when it says shout
to
in
make
the
that money.
controls, it looks like something you wouldn't want to do, but it's if you hit F on an enemy while in stealth, ooh.
Maybe find another way in.
If you hit on F on an enemy, then it will mark them, and you can see them through walls for a short period. Is he going in through the front gate? No. Okay, it's good to see him trying a different approach. Okay, is he going to go for the manhole? Nope, he walked past the manhole. Is he going to go for the ladder? Nope, you can't go through that door. There's a ladder right there, mate. Ooh, oh, he looked at it! Oh, he looked at it! That ladder takes you straight onto the roof of the building, and you can work down from there. I think the biggest issue he's having right now is, like, if you've gone into the sewer, there are no guards and no civilians in the sewer, and it's a very easy way in and out of the compound. It goes literally into the building itself. Okay, he's used his first pager. Now, don't let your finger off the button, otherwise the alarm goes off. Okay, good. Alright. Is he going to bag him? He has the body bags. Okay, good. Now throw him in the ocean. There's the ocean right next to you, mate. Where are you taking that body? What are you doing with it behind that dumpster? Oh, okay, right. A guard
There's a lot of
might
stuff
be able to
coming
spot
home.
it there.
Weapons, ammo, and anything
I-
the mercury element can liberate. Check Murky Waters
Maybe.
containers.
It'd be very, very, very unlucky if a guard spots it there. But I think it is possible. That is a spot that guards walk past. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, he can't drop down there. Okay, he's going in through the basement. So
Keep sharp, gentlemen. The warehouse will be tougher, but the reward's worth it.
there's a set of stairs that leads up to where he died last time. Right here. Guards can patrol in here, so be careful. Has he? I don't think there was any loot in here. I think it's possible for one to spawn, but oh no, he's going back out again. He's switching between firing modes, single shot and auto. He's got a silencer on, so it doesn't make a difference. I mean, like if he wants to fire, it wouldn't be the end of the world. There is a camera in front of him. Will he spot it? Yeah, okay, he's seen it. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. Okay, good. I wonder if this is something I've told him in the past or he's worked out himself, but if you shoot cameras... Ooh, crowbar. Very important. Nice. If you shoot cameras in this and a guard sees the broken camera, he will automatically call the alarm. So even though on lower difficulties you can shoot the cameras, it is very bad practice to do so. Okay, he's coming up to another sewer entrance on his right, but will he see it? Nope. Oh, he's literally standing on top of it pretty much. My god. Oh, okay, no, he's gone past it. He's back in the courtyard now, or the back of the building. Any money? Nope, none in this one. He's getting pretty unlucky for the cash drops in these outside containers. Glad he actually stood up this time though, so we could properly see. And you can't break those containers.
Those murky water containers are brought directly from the world's hotspots. Crack them open. They'll be your best bet for loot.
Not those containers, guys. Like the container you're standing in, not the one you're trying to break. Jeepers. I'm wondering if he's thinking that there's something he can do here that I don't know. He's thinking there's some kind of way of opening the crate, maybe? And there just isn't. He's just getting unlucky with where the cash is. Yep, no, you don't even have a bipod, mate. Yeah, okay, he definitely thinks he can open this. You can't open it, it's just scenery. Alright, there can be a guard that walks along here, but it's clear. Okay, there's another crate on his right. I like how he hasn't actually really tried the main building yet. Like, this has all pretty much been outside. Right, there's one more red one there. Okay. Oh, finally some loot. Alright, a money bag. Alright, he has to get it out, and he didn't rebuy his loot drop options, so he has to take it all the way back to the van. There is, I believe, a loot drop which is like you throw it over one of these walls here and it just instantly caches it, so that's unfortunate. Is he going to work out that he can get into that crate up there? No, okay. You can jump on those barrels up onto the crate and then finagle your way into that red one up there. And it's almost always got a crowbar and a money bag in it. Obviously he's already got a crowbar, but you know. God, there are so few guards in normal difficulty. Where are they? This place should be teeming with like at least 3 of them. They pass on his left as well. He might accidentally back up into one. Don't shoot him, there's no need. Okay, I think he's taking out Fury now.
I mean, I didn't see anything.
So I'm pretty sure that that's the outside guards are the only ones in the whole game that don't drop key cards.
Hold on. No flight plan submitted. Who are these guys?
So this is an interesting thing that's happened. This map has a bit of a time limit thing on it, where after, what is it, 6 minutes 30 seconds, they announce this aircraft coming in. Now, this happens after 6 minutes 30 in every game, but it will either drop off a crate of loot, as it is doing this time, or it will drop off, I think, 3 or 4 more guards on the roof of the building. That's a civilian, and a guard. Guard around the corner. Okay, just worry about the guard. Okay, what's that? His third guard kill, I think?
Over here, ma'am. Sorry, sir.
Oh, that he let go of the button. Okay, so that looks like as much as he recorded. I'll let it run. He could have got away with that if he'd finished answering the pager and then shot the guy. That would have been his 4th, and he would have, you know, still possibly been able to make it. Guards don't instantly shoot you. They really do wait quite a long time until either you fire at them, or you. I mean, if you stand around long enough, they will just call the cops. But they don't generally shoot until you do.
That's the first one, guys.
That's the first one, Kyzzer. Yeah, well, now I'm eager to have him in here, and I hear he played a little bit more after this. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. What happened after. And honestly, he did a really good try. This is not an easy mission.
I don't know what happened.
But he found a lot of the routes in,
I
which is
underestimated the police
interesting.
force. That's
So,
all I can say.
see you for the interview. And we're back with the interview part of this section. Kyzzer, you're under the knife today for your shocking, epic stealth skills.
I'm not really patient with stealth games.
Stealth-wise, you did quite well. Actually, something I said while I was watching it is that you were being a bit too patient. There is something that, in most games, most stealth games, running around is a bad idea. Like, classically. In Payday 2, while enemies can hear gunshots and explosions and saws and things like that, they cannot hear your footsteps.
Oh.
Yeah, so crouching does reduce your visibility, absolutely, but when you're moving, you want to be sprinting, and then the moment you stop, you want to be crouching again. So there's a point where you're walking past a gate and there are enemies like 20 feet away, 30 feet, and you're like slowly creeping along. I was like, I can just run that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I couldn't figure out what the visibility cones were. And I kept getting surprised by people.
You do get... that first... when you went into the factory, I think it was your second run.
Yeah.
And a guard was suddenly on the stairs. He spotted you. You shot him. You did that right. And then another guard was immediately above him and spotted the body.
Yeah.
That was really unlucky. There's not much you could have done about that. Especially if there was a camera watching, you would have been fucked anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a shame because you didn't really actually go inside the building all that much.
Well, no, because once I hit the 2 guards there, I was like, all right, this is some...
This is dangerous.
Yeah, this is some pro level stuff. I'm not going to do this. I'll just stick with the idiots outside.
Yeah, well, the very first time. So you went for the rooftop entry.
Yeah.
Twice. And the first time I was like, oh, he's really weighing up his options. Like, you're peering down off the roof of the guard. You're looking at a civilian. And I was like, right, so now Kyzzer needs to stand up and he needs to jump to that crate over there. And then you crouch walked off the side of the building.
I was actually holding the sprint button. I thought it would auto uncrouch me. I was still getting used to the controls at that point.
Right, okay, yeah. So that was quite fun. And, oh, God. But the second time you made it in, you actually worked out which crates were the loot crates fairly quickly.
Then I couldn't figure out what the loot was. I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Why is it full of these worthless wooden boxes?
Right, there was a point during I think the last one, where you're looking at the controls and I'd suddenly worked out, he thinks that the crates are the crates inside the crates.
Yep.
And he's trying to shoot them and stuff.
There was one point I got frustrated and I took out the baton and was just whacking one of the crates. I'm like,
yeah, you're telescopic batoning it. I think because it was normal mode, it was reduced loot, because you only need 3 bags. Whereas in the hardest difficulty, you need about 20.
Okay.
Also, very impressed. You got the pre-game assets. You actually used them. I didn't think I ever told you about them.
Oh yeah.
You know when you open up the map view and you got the thermite, which you never used.
No, because I fell off the fucking roof.
And no, you didn't use the thermite because you didn't pick the thermite up.
Well, I never re-equipped it after the first run.
You did on the second.
Did I? Okay.
So you did a rebuy on the second one. When it came to the third one, it looked like you were going to, and then either you decided not to, or
they looked like they cost money, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't gotten these things twice in a row, so just screw it. I'm gonna just go in.
So you put the briefcase, because you assign where you put it when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And you put it on the left-hand side of the compound as opposed to the right-hand side, which you kept going up.
Yeah.
And also, the whole point of the thermite, and this is something you walked past...
I found it. I actually found it.
You found it when you came back to it? Yes. Okay, go on. Tell us about that.
So this is something I, like, for reference, after I recorded the bits that Blues watched, I actually went back and tried the level again, and on my 5th try, I managed to beat the level. My 4th try, I almost beat the level, but I went for the crate in the middle of the compound that gets dropped by the helicopter, and I got glitched inside of a crate, and I couldn't get out. And so the guard eventually spotted me. But on the 5th try, I was doing a little exploring, and I noticed that I got a button prompt as I was walking past the front of the compound, and I found a sewer, like a manhole that I could open up and go down there. And then it's like, oh, you need thermite to do this. I was like, oh, fuck.
During the recording, you walked over about 4 manhole covers.
Oh, I only found the one.
Yeah, so they lead from... One is outside, like outside of the gate, as you know. The other one is just on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, probably.
The third one is inside the actual main warehouse. The fourth one... and that also leads to the part outside at the back of the warehouse. And then the last one is at the far side where the the crates are at the very back of the facility. Like, the sewer is so useful. Like, not just for getting in, but getting all the bags out. Because you just drop in the sewer and no guards are down there.
Oh, so you can just recover them. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just walk them back every time. And yes, you need thermite to get through the gates. Not knowing that makes it a lot harder, granted. I'm surprised when you did go into the facility the one time, you like instantly picked up the weapons that were like next to the door. I'm surprised you noticed them. Maybe it was the prompt that brought you to it. But
thinking back on this, it was very obvious that was loot, but it was because it was against a white backdrop. The loot in the crates took me forever to notice because it was like a really dark red and a really dark black in a dark crate, and so I couldn't see them.
Yeah, the cash bundles. To be fair, you only got one. There was only one cash bundle of all the ones that you checked throughout the video.
What happened when I went back later was I opened that crate and I found that one. I finally found it in one of the crates, and I was like, "Oh, is this what I'm supposed to be looking for?"
Yeah, no, you pick one up in the video.
Yeah. So when I went back and played through it again, I went back and checked all the crates that never had anything in them, or I thought never had anything in them. And sure enough, there's a little black cash bundle tucked in a dark corner that I couldn't see.
Yeah, no, they obviously spawn randomly, so sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. Also, that third time when you played it, the worst thing is that you didn't rebuy for that third one. Because I don't know if you did the pre-planning for the time when you did it afterwards, but There's a zip line that leads off from the very back of the map. Super useful for getting bags out there, because bringing bags back to the van is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I found that out.
Also, that helicopter that drops off the crate, right? So there's a 50-50 chance it's a crate of loot, or it's 4 more guards.
I think I saw both of them in different playthroughs. The crate of loot, and this made me mad, because the one time it was the crate of loot, and I actually made it to it, without alerting any guards. It's like, oh, you need the crowbar, and that was the one run I hadn't picked it up.
Well, yeah, we saw you accidentally wandered across the crowbar outside the mat on the outside at one point, and you picked it up, but sadly didn't use it. I think the reason you were stuck in that middle crate, by the way, the crate that, because I think the loot that comes in that crate is always the idle voodoo crap.
Okay.
It's like some South African model thing.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the heaviest loots in the game.
I never picked it up. I literally,
okay.
There was like a pallet that was leaning over, and then the crate, and then another pallet, and when I was trying to jump across them, I got stuck inside the pallet.
Okay.
It was a physics glitch. It wasn't actually.
Yeah.
I didn't actually pick anything up.
Yeah, there's so much loot in this map though. Did you see how many kinds of loot did you see? I have curiosity.
3 total in all the playthroughs. In the one you watched, I saw 2: a cash bag, and then the guns.
Yeah.
And then, in a subsequent playthrough, the third one was the one that I couldn't pick up, the one in the crate, in the middle of the map. So that's all I saw was cash, guns, and whatever was in that box I never opened.
I see. Okay, so there's also cocaine, which is super light and easy to move. There's gold bars. There's paintings. There's a server, which you can literally just rip out of their data banks and just take with you. And there's a full set of, which counts as 4 bags, of samurai armor.
Okay.
In a vault in the center of the warehouse. But it's very hard to... I was not expecting you to get anywhere close to getting into that. Because the vault has a 2... Did you get any key cards while you were playing?
No. Never found one.
Okay. So they drop off of the occasional civilian and the occasional inside guard.
Oh, that's a question. Is there any way to, like, disable civilians without, shooting them? Yeah,
shout at them. F.
And that... I thought I didn't want to do that because I was being stealthy. Like, the one...
Yeah, no...
The one time I alerted a civilian, I just shot him in the head because I'm like, well, it's a $5,000, deduction, but
yeah,
it's better than him blowing the whole mission.
So you can... If you shout at them, they lie on the ground, then you can hold F on them to tie their hands, and then you can tell them to move somewhere. Obviously, if anyone sees them, you get into shit.
Yeah.
Also the cameras, you didn't really have much of a problem with the cameras. No. But one thing you didn't do, which was good, was that you didn't shoot the cameras. So you can break the cameras by shooting them, but any broken camera is the equivalent of a dead body if a guard sees it.
Okay.
So something like, because on the high level difficulties you cannot break the cameras, which is kind of weird.
Well, it makes sense because if you
shouldn't be breaking them anyway.
Yeah. If you've got somebody, that's why I didn't actually shoot them or didn't try. I was assuming that it was going to be like, oh, there's going to be somebody in a guard room somewhere, and they're going to notice it. Like, oh, this camera's out. So.
But yeah, other than that, you're pretty good. With the samurai armor, sorry, I was just going to say, the vault is, you need two key cards for it, and you can only hold 1 key card at a time. So it's kind of a multiplayer thing, and the vault is on a time lock, I believe, so you have to put the 2 key cards in relatively fast, one after the other. So if you'd got that, I would have been like, holy shit. but yeah. When you did succeed, did you get more than the 3 bags, or did you?
I just got the 3.
Get the 3 and then right.
I was like, at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, actually beat this thing before I try to go for anything too advanced.
Gotcha. Also, did you know what ECMs were on the way in?
I
know you brought body bags, which was a good choice.
Yeah, I assumed it was some sort of like EMP kind of thing, or like an electronic jammer or something like that.
So it delays the pages and that kind of thing for a limited amount of time. Which, this is one of the few stealth missions where you don't need them, but in other times you can use them to, if there's like a security electronic door, then you can use them to break through the door silently.
Yeah, speaking of the body bag thing, I'm assuming you saw my third playthrough. The way I died was just this cascade of fuck-ups where, like, I killed a guard.
Oh, yeah, I was like, when you shot that guy, I was like, that was completely unnecessary. I think he's just taking out his rage now.
Well, he scared the shit out of me. Oh, wait, no, that was a different guard.
He had his back to you.
It was a scary back. But no, I tried to put him in a body bag, but then I realized I couldn't do that while I was carrying cash, so I had to throw the cash away. And then I didn't have a body bag, so I had to put down the body bag box and then take that out and then put him out. By that time,
civilian walked past.
Another guard showed up, or a civilian or whoever, and I shot them. And then I had to get another body bag out of the thing. And then another guard showed up, and at that point it was just all...
while you were answering the pager. You were holding the pager. Thing is, that was your third guard kill. If you had kept holding down the pager button... Guards don't generally start shooting until you start shooting, as a rule.
Oh, interesting. I guess that...
So, like, there is definitely some leeway where you might have been able to hold it down long enough, then shoot the guy, then answer his pager. But it would have been very tough, and for someone who's never played it before, you did good.
Yeah, it was just...
yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, I'd finally found cash, and I was going to get out, and then... Everyone kept showing up to a party.
Yeah, well, one thing I was surprised by was how few guards there were. Like,
it's probably because I was playing on normal.
Yeah, but you're walking around in the middle of the outside part. Like, normally you stick to the wall kind of thing and scooch around the side of the containers. And because you're like walking on the open, I was like, I'm so on edge right now. Anyone could see you. But yeah, it seemed like there was still tons of guards inside, just none outside.
Yeah, which is why I avoided the outside. I actually stuck to the open areas because they felt safer.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you came back to it and you actually managed to succeed. Next time, we're gonna have to something a bit more. One thing I'm wanting us wanting me to assign you, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. And also, I think you need a certain DLC for it, which. I'm not sure. The Scarface Mansion heist.
Oh, in this game, yeah.
So this is one that I was super excited about. It's a stealthable or loud one for me. And yeah, I think you'd really enjoy it. Also, you can play as Scarface, just as a character selector. And you can also have his underslung assault rifle.
Grenade launcher.
Which might be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, not too bad. Obviously, you fucked up a lot and you didn't get any loot out. But, I mean, it was a valiant effort.
Did you see me? Is there a way to get out? Like, if you fuck up the mission, is there a way to escape? Because every time I fucked up subsequently, I got back to the car and they're like, oh, get back in there with the driver. And I was like, how?
So, the only way you have to secure the 3 bags of loot.
Okay, so if you fuck up, you have to get the 3 bags of loot before you can...
Yeah, you always have to get 3 bags of loot before you can leave. I think on normal difficulty it gives you like a minute to escape.
Yeah, it gives you a minute.
Generally, if that's happened, shit's gone so badly wrong. And if you know that there's like, I don't know, if you're able to sprint to the closest red containers and pray that there's cash in them, you might have been able to make it out.
No, but
kind of the moment that I knew you weren't going to make it, I was like, all right, next part.
Well, because what I tried to do, and I don't remember if this happened in the recording or later, but I screwed up, and I had like 1 bag of loot in the car, and so I was like, fuck it, and I just ran to the car.
Yeah, you're standing.
And I was trying to get into it, and one time I actually like crouch jumped into the back of the car, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, now they won't leave me behind.
Yeah, no, they're just still waiting for their loot. They're like, I think the exit's that way.
Yeah. Oh man.
Also, you looked at a ladder at one point that leads up to like another way. It's a way of getting in through the roof of the building. It's a really good one, and you looked at it and then you just walked past it. And I was like, no. But yeah, so what's the plan for my next?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out an appropriate game. But we'll see.
We shall see that.
I imagine it'll likely be some kind of a FPS or RTS, because those are the types of games I think that I play that you haven't. Or that with
FPS?
Like, there'll be a likely one that I've played that you haven't, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. Anyway.
I see. I mean, I was thinking like Fast and the Late, but I played that once.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe that's cheating. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope people at home are as equally frustrated as I was. And I'll see you next time.
See you then.